What's good, YouTube? Last week, NBA Youngboy dropped his 27th project of all time, Realer 2, and this week again teased a follow-up of his Still Flexin', Still Steppin' mixtape. Youngboy's relentless ability to put out high volumes of music is nothing short of amazing. His catalog to date includes 4 solo albums, 17 solo mixtapes, and 5 collaborative mixtapes with other artists. At just the young age of 23, his solo catalog already includes a total of 400 plus songs. When it comes to Youngboy, whether you like him or not, we're all witnessing something very special. In many ways, he's really disrupting the music game and is becoming a trailblazer for how artists can approach their career to become a success. In this video, I'm going to explain how NBA Youngboy is changing hip-hop and paving a way for the future generation of hip-hop artists. The biggest thing that's admirable about Youngboy is that he's never defined by a public narrative. Whether people talk good or bad about him, his approach is always to drop music to end the old conversation and create a new one surrounding him. He's one of the very few artists that almost always has control of his public narrative because he's conditioned us to do so. More specifically, this can also apply to something like first week sales. In today's day and age of music, first week sales are the main performance indicator that the public uses to continue building on the hype, or lack thereof, of a certain artist. You'll see someone like Youngboy drop a mixtape and sell 40K, and drop an album and sell over 100K. But because Youngboy always drops a new tape a short while later, whatever he sold in the past never gets clowned on. This doesn't apply to 99% of artists in the game. The approach to most artists is having a big commercial push every 1 to 2 years, where both them and the label bet all the chips on a certain project. Sometimes the project sells well, sometimes it doesn't. However, because all the chips were put in one place, the public narrative of first week sales plays a role depending on the results. Youngboy is the exception to that rule. No matter what the talk is, he always changes it in a positive way by dropping more music. The second way he's changing the game for today's generation of fans and rappers is by paving a way to build a diehard fan base. This is in contribution to many things, but most importantly, Youngboy's volume and quality of music. Because he drops so frequently, with music that connects with people, he always gives fans a reason to come back to his catalog and continue exploring it. Because he's got so much music out already, it acts as a never-ending catalog of content. Whenever you think you've got a grasp on it all, Youngboy keeps giving you another level of himself. This is only an approach that can work for a rapper with a 1% work ethic. Someone who stays in the studio and grinds making music for their entire days. Similar to that of Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne, or Future. People get so mesmerized with how many songs are being released, whether you like them or not, there is a respect that comes with it for that artist. Especially when fans see that other people around them are buying into Youngboy's movement. They can't help but buy in at least a little bit themselves. The third way he's changing the game is from how a label approaches a project with an artist, aka how much money needs to be spent on him in order to make a project profitable or a success. Because Youngboy has built such an incredible fan base, along with releasing music at an unbelievable rate, record labels already have the entire formula to making a profitable amount of money on any project with him. Therefore, it limits how much money the label actually needs to spend money on marketing for the project, which limits the amount of money that needs to be recouped by the label, which means that everyone involved in the project can make royalty splits faster. This is how Youngboy is beginning to change things up for up-and-coming generations of artists. I feel that it would be disrespectful towards Youngboy to say that another artist could create the fan base that he has, but it may change the way that labels approach artists' careers after him. With streaming as today's form of music consumption, catalogs can be listened to forever. This makes the long-term value of artists with large catalogs much greater, and will continue to trend that way. Labels at the core are strictly focused on making money. Therefore, they have more reason to invest into artists with building fan bases to release large volumes of music, just like NBA Youngboy. The Youngboy approach is a way that artists can stay in control of their public narratives, gives fans a constant reason to keep building behind them, and maybe change the way labels approach up-and-coming artists in the future generations. This is how NBA Youngboy is changing hip-hop. But what do you guys think? Is NBA Youngboy the leading influence on the next generation of rap? Let me know in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.